My name's John Ledwidge. I'm the head groundsman at Leicester City Football Club. We're currently at the stadium and we have 8 training pitches which are 1.5 miles away from here and 7 staff including 1 gardener. I was here when they were top of the league. I joined in January before they got promoted in April, and I've been here all through this first year of the Premier League, so it's been exciting, it's been new, good challenge. Ticked the box for me because I always wanted to be a Premier League groundsman before I was 30, and now 30 is fast encroaching, so I'm here now and I'm enjoying it. We were fortunate enough to be promoted last year to Premier League, which meant the doors were open for an influx of machinery. We bought 7 G860s in the summer, and I know Dennis were under a tight schedule, but they delivered on time, and that's probably one of the main reasons I've used them. They're a well-established name in the industry. I've used them pretty much all my career. Even when I started out when I was 13, we were using them then, and they're trusted, they're reliable, their backup service is fantastic, and I wouldn't pick any other machine or mower to use. At the stadium we've got 3 G860s. They're mainly used for day-to-day cutting, mixed in with rotary cutting as well, but certainly they give us the polish and the finish for the match day preparations, which begin on a Wednesday before a game on a Saturday. And because they're lightweight, it also helps us if the weather does turn a bit inclement, that we're not putting too much weight on the pitch, which is important for me. The training ground as well, we have 4 G860s up there, and they are used on the first team side. We have 3 pitches for the first team, dedicated for the first team, and they will be used to put the presentation and the finish on those pitches, as opposed to maybe tripling or heavyweight machinery to put a stripe in or to cut. We have got 7 cutting cylinders, they're 6-blade cutting cylinders, and we also invested in 7 verticut units with tungsten tips. We use the verticuts mainly through the summer, and then as we move into the back end of the season from March onwards, just to lightly groom the surface and keep any power annua at bay and manage that as best we can. With the versatility of the cassettes and the way you can change them and the ease of use, it makes, again, Dennis second to none in terms of choice when we look at machinery and what we want. The G860's best feature, I would say, is the versatility of the cassettes and how you can change them. It makes one machine into a number of machines, as opposed to it just being a mowing unit. It can also verticut, you can brush, you can sour roll. There's so many options, I guess, to give a groundsman in terms of it being less than just one tool. Especially if you were to go down the leagues, for example, that sort of versatility could be a great asset to a club, and it gives us the flexibility here to do lots of different operations with one machine. Presentation's key in the Premier League, especially with an estimated 5 million people watching matches there every Saturday night. We are increasingly coming under pressure for presentation, because that is what you're judged on, and Dennis do offer versatility of machines that will put that stripe in. We use the J860s here and we really get a good stripe out of that, which is great for the TV cameras, but again is important for me not to have the weight on the pitch too. They also offer premiers, the Dennis premiers, which I'm looking to invest in this summer. Hopefully, either should we stay up or should we go down, hopefully I'll still be able to invest in 3 of them for the stadium and a couple for the training ground. So it is important, and presentation is key at this level, and the Dennises definitely help us deliver that. We bought all of our 7 machines through a dealer called Platts Harris, which are a local company to us. They work quite closely with Dennis and Sysis, which is a great advantage for us, because we know that the service and the backup we're getting is coming almost direct from Dennis. I've got great relationships also with Dennis direct, but they're our preferred supplier, and their service and backup for this whole season has been second to none. We've had no issues as such to report, but any minor little issues that we've had and servicing requirements, they've been fantastic. I think the fact that it's British built is great, because you almost feel like you're supporting the industry and the trade that we're in, and supporting jobs at Dennis, and it's not through pity, but it's just through the fact that the build quality is there, that it's been built at home, the parts aren't having to come from another country. If you need them immediately, they're there and they're available. So yeah, it's definitely an influencing factor in our choice, but overall it's the well-established name, the commitment, the service, and the backup you get from the company itself. Dennis is definitely a machine I'd recommend to the groundsman, although to be honest, when you look around the Premier League and a lot of the Football League, they're already in there. You know, they're a well-established name and they're a trusted name, which I think is important to a lot of groundsmen, and they set the standard for me in terms of innovation and creativity to push the boundaries and give us the machines that we want, but cater for all levels. And yeah, it's a well-trusted name and definitely one that most groundsmen would use, and if not, I'd definitely recommend.